What's going on, everybody? My name is Keegan. Today, I was a little bit tired of taking the Coupe back to stock, so I decided we do something a little bit more fun and do something that actually gets us a little bit more modified on the G35. What we're gonna be doing is I've already got the interior pretty gutted in this thing, but we just went and we picked up some dry ice, and as you might expect, we're going to use it to get out all of the extra sound deadening, everything else that's just kind of hiding in there, and try to get it down to bare metal today. I think it would make it look a lot better. So I've already got just about everything out of it. That's all that's left. We're gonna start by taking out the seats. From there, we'll see what we can do. I figured I'd film this because we've never done anything like this before. I really have no idea what to expect and honestly don't know what we're doing. So if we hurt ourselves with dry ice, if we do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm filming it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun here today. All right guys, first update, we got these seats out, which were not very difficult. They're pretty light. Now inside here, we've got the first couple bags of dry ice. We got about 20 pounds altogether. It's spread out a lot right now, so I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to actually get that to separate and start coming out. But we figured we'd start here. If we need a little bit more, we can always go run and get some, but I'm excited to see if this works. I've never done it before, like I said, so just stay tuned and we'll see what it does. If you look under the car, it's even forming frost and smoking from under there. So it's definitely working. I think we're gonna go ahead and give it a try, see what we can do, and start chiseling away at it. Hopefully it's not too big of a pain. I've seen this can go one of two ways. It either comes right out or you gotta chisel away for like 3 hours. So we're gonna hope for the first one. So it's been about an hour, hour and a half now since we started on this, and it's going decently well. I'll show you a little bit, but we decided to put more dry ice in there because it was proven to be difficult. It was somewhat frozen, but not fully, where we were still having to chip away at it, and it would go, but we were gonna be here for another couple hours. So I'll show you here, we were able to get these middle sections a little bit easier. So I got about half of that one, about half back here. And these front sections are way thicker than the rest of it, so we're gonna have to chip away a little bit more at those. Got a ton of dry ice in this thing. We've been making some decent progress. We're really gonna let that sit and then just start smacking at it with the hammer. So the next clip that you see, we're gonna be hitting it and hopefully it's gonna start coming out. I also want to go ahead and say that although the title of this video is fully gutting my G35, I'm basically gutting it to the point that I want it to. I'm going to go ahead and of course leave the door cards, I'm going to leave the dash, I'm going to leave, you know, the whole console area. But I'm gutting it just enough to get the weight out of there, but also make it have that drift, but also the street look. So I know that a lot of people are gonna be triggered by me saying I'm fully gutting it, and maybe one day I will, especially once I have to put a cage in here. But for now, this is all the amount of gutting that I wanna do. Now, I also wanna go ahead and say that this box down here of all of this sound deadening, I can't believe how heavy all of this is. Now, I wasn't doing this for weight reduction, but I'd say that box weighs at least 15 to 20 pounds, which always helps, and it can't hurt with something that looked bad on the car anyway. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into a little bit more work here, and then I'll do the big reveal in just a minute. So I know it might not look like much right now, but we've actually just about got all of the front half done. Now, the pieces that we haven't done yet are the things that are on like the side of the trans tunnel. I'm not sure how we're going to do those since we can't get the dry ice propped up on there. But just about everything down here, even though you can still see all of the pieces, we're gonna grab a shot back here soon. And the next shot you see should be of all of this cleaned up, and you should actually be able to get a pretty accurate look at what's going on in there and what's going to be left to do. So 3, 2, 1. Here it is, guys. So we were able to get most of the sound deadening out of the car. We got the driver's side, the under the rear seats, and then over here on the passenger side. Now we still have some of it to finish up, but the video is gonna be like 20 minutes long if I spend all day just showing all the little stuff we take out. I'm also not sure if I mentioned this yet, but I'm doing this so that I can end up painting the interior at some point as well. So look out for that video. Before that video, we'll have to clean it up a lot more, make sure everything is taken out. From there, I'm really excited to see how this interior looks. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get to that, but it will be here in the near future. So stay tuned, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.